Keep the welcome going from England, Paul Jennings!
Lakeside's jumping tonight for sure. In the commentary box for this second round match, Vassos Alexander and Jim Proudfoot.
Ray, thank you, good evening. We've known since Monday that we were guaranteed to have at least one unseeded player in the last eight. Jason Cullen and Paul Jennings, both toppling seeds in impressive first round performances to enhance both their reputations and their chances. Jeno has the experience, of course. His run to the quarterfinals last year can only assist him tonight. But Jason hardly suffered from stage fright in beating Martin Atkins, and the stonemason from County Wexford can tonight become the first ever representative of the Republic of Ireland in the last eight here at the BDO World Championships.
Speaking to Paul Jennings just before he came on stage, he said he is as relaxed as he could possibly be and simply looking forward to it. He thinks he has a very live chance of beating Paul Jennings and reaching the quarterfinals. But Paul Jennings will be standing up on that hockey thinking he is favourite and he will win. Could go either way.
It's had a long wait, the Teessider. I don't think that that's necessarily been a problem for him. He's more than happy. He's chilling out around the venue.
Ladies and gentlemen, first set, first leg, Jason to throw first. Game on!
Well, if you include his safe progression through the qualifying rounds, this is effectively Jason Cullen's 9th match of the tournament. Tonight, the 24-year-old who hails from Enniscorthy plays the biggest game of his life. One of the biggest for this man too.
96.
They have met once before on the international stage. It was a one-leg affair. Who do you think won?
43.
I just know whichever way I go here, I'm going to go. I'll go for Jason.
Paul.
That's just a little window into my life of gambling. For 20 years. Jenna beat Steve Douglas 4-2 at this stage last year. Made it through to the quarters. A great debut tournament for him. He's seen off Gary Thompson as well. Actually lost 5-3 to Wesley Harms, who, of course, then ran Tony O'Shea very close in the semis.
Jason back on this stage for the first time since
59.
Early Saturday afternoon. He was the first match on, beating Martin Atkins. It's Wednesday evening now. It's a long old wait.
49.
Saturday lunchtime to Wednesday evening between matches, but if you've won, it's quite a nice wait.
58.
Jennings first to a finish.
16.
Treble 20 he's looking at. 16 for double top. What a start this would be for the man from Hartlepool.
76.
Not
Jason,
quite.
you require 150.
Can't be done now. Needed 2 treble 20s.
80. Paul, you require 40.
So, double top for the first leg of the match. He's had a sight of it. Now he's had 2, and now he switches his attention to double 10.
Game from the first leg. Paul Jennings. Second leg, Paul to throw first. Game on.
First blow for Jeno and against the darts as well.
So what do you do if you're over from Wexford and you have 4 days to kill
45.
in Surrey? You head to Farnborough, you go and have a few drinks. He has 9 friends and family over with him,
80.
staying in a hotel not too far away. Filling the hours, bit of practice, bit of banter.
40.
Came over on Friday on the ferry, and then it's a 4.5-hour drive to Frimley Green. And if he loses,
60.
he says he'd like to stay till the end of the week, but it's up to his mum and dad.
Well, can I suggest if he's got 9 people over with him who will know exactly how much money he's won on the lakeside stage, might be better to go home. Drinks will be on him all the time he's here.
140.
A stonemason by trade. Business, he says, is very quiet. So the plan for 2013, as we have a look possibly at the first maximum of the match, the plan for Jason Cullen in 2013 is to make more and more of his darts. See if he can turn professional.
Well, he's left himself on a finish at 164. 70 odd ahead of Paul, who's got the darts in this second leg.
65. Jason, you require 164.
Well, his biggest check out in the first round was 61. I need a 3-figure one in this leg.
100. Paul, you require
Paul.
170.
Go on then. We haven't seen it yet this week. Now's as good a time as any.
$55. Jason, you require 64.
To level the first set and take his first leg of the second round. 16 for double 16. Oh, 8 for tops.
24.
That's Andrea, Paul's wife.
Paul, you require 150.
Hoping, of course, that her husband can hit treble 19 and double 19. He can't.
54. Jason, you require 40.
It's a double top for Jason Cullen, 3 darts in his hand. First one's a decent marker. Bit of pressure on this one.
20. Paul, you require 61.
4 darts at it now, and he's missed with them all. Jeno's finishing was very good. And that first round tie against Ross Montgomery, it's 15. 6 leaves double top for 2-0 in the first.
Game shot in the
Straight
second
in.
leg. Paul Jennings. Third leg, Jason to throw first. Game on.
And that will just be playing on the mind of the stonemason from Enniscorthy. 4 darts to win that leg against the darts, and he couldn't take it. He was punished. As we've said all week, the margins on this lakeside stage so fine between success and failure.
95. 97.
The village he comes from is called Ballymurn. It is, this is his description, a blink and you'll miss it kind of place.
84.
But it is, according to Jason, jumping. They're loving the success of their man
100.
on this lakeside stage. Down to a finish, Jason Cullen.
$100. Jason, you require 164.
The treble 20, his first shot, as he looked for 164 again.
92.
Leaves himself 72. And he'll be back to have a crack at it as well in a moment.
.58. Jason, you acquire 72.
16 leaves double top.
52. Paul, you
Five
acquire
darts on it now that have
164.
not gone his way. Well, he hit a 144 against Ross Montgomery. 164 proving elusive for both players who've had a look at in the early stages of this game. Jason left with double 10 here to get on the board for the first time. And that will be a real settler for him.
Jason Cullen. Fourth leg, Paul to throw first. Game on. .85.
So 9 people over from
140.
Ballymurn in Wexford. There they are. Mum and Dad in there. Friends, family, brothers there. The official Wexford Darts organisation have sent representatives.
.60.
Paul beat the 6th seed Ross Montgomery in the first round. He was 2 legs down at 1 set all. And then he won 6 of the next 7 to take the match. The catalyst to his victory, some superb finishing. So through an 11 darter as well as
99.
taking out 144, 102 and 121 in the space of 4 legs. Real purple patch. Raised eyebrows all around the lakeside. He won't go to fill that one up.
136.
Comes down instead. 136 leaves him double top. And if he could pick that off, it will be the first set to the Teessider.
58. Paul, you acquire 40.
Best of 7 in the second round, so the first of 4. Nice to have it under your belt. Double 10.
20. Jason, you acquire 144.
Stay alive in the first set, Jason Cullen. Can't finish now.
60.
Double 10
Paul,
for
you
Paul,
acquire
which is
20.
the dart that took the first leg for him. Assesses the situation, composes himself, and strikes.
James on the first set. Paul Jennings.
One 0 to Jeno.
Second set, first leg, Paul to throw first.
Perfect
Game
start
on.
for him. Has claimed 5 ranking titles in less than 2 years, most recently winning the Denmark Open. Look at this for the start of the next set.
140. .60.
He does go on runs, doesn't he, Paul Jennings? Suddenly,
45.
his darts click into gear and feels like he can't miss. Like a golfer on a putting streak.
97.
He'll be pleased because it hasn't quite happened for him
60.
yet. But he's a set to the good.
.97. .85. 140.
Two excellent darts there. The pressure on Paul's throw. Good response. And again.
139. Jason, you require 107.
Double 16 for Paul if he comes back, but treble 20 here. 18. Just missed the big 18. Got a few options.
75.
14.
Paul, you require 32.
Double 16 for Paul Jennings for the first leg of the second set.
Game shot the first leg. Paul Jennings.
4 legs out of
Second leg,
5
Jason to
for Paul
the
Jennings
first.
as he
Game on.
looks to emulate last season's appearance in the quarter-final.
60.
Only 60 to start the leg from Jason Cullen.
$85.
If he wins, he says he might even become the most famous sporting son of his county.
81.
Currently that title rests with Kevin Doyle, the Wolves forward. And very close to where Jason hails from. 24 years of age is Jason Cullen. Paul is 36.
180.
And the other number of note is 180.
Can Jason respond in kind? Yes, he can. Both players throwing their first maxima of the match. Paul would have hoped to follow it up with more than 23.
$100. $85. Jason, you require 80.
Treble 20, double 10, so 20 for tops.
$40.
Half a chance
Paul, you
then for
require
Paul Jennings to go
128.
clear in the second set. Double 14 for double 16. Oh, this is great stuff from Jeno. Yes,
Game shot the second
indeed.
leg. Paul Jennings.
A 1-2-8, if you please.
Third leg, Paul to throw first. Game on.
We had that magnificent spell against Ross Montgomery back at the weekend, where he was hitting that kind of finish for fun in quick succession. He's really found his form.
140.
Didn't like the loose third dart, but he'll be delighted with the overall score. Set up and went away from 2, potentially. Jason has had his chances. That will be the frustrating thing for him. 5 starts at double top so far.
83.
Or 6 now. Space of the first 6 legs.
100. $41.
He's also a keen horse rider, Jason Cullen. Likes hunting.
60.
But he steered clear of the horses in recent months. Doesn't want to fall off and damage his throwing arm. The biggest
85.
matches of his life coming up. Delighted to reach round 2. Can he get further?
140. Paul, you require 152.
128 in the last leg. 152 his target now.
88. Jason, you require 61.
Double 18. One more shot at it.
25.
Agonising.
Paul, you require 64.
Andrea cheering Paul on. 3 darts in his hand, 64 on the board. A single 16 for double 16 for 2-0.
Game shown the second set. Paul Jennings.
Well, it's one-way traffic at the moment here on the Lakeside stage. Paul Jennings taking a 2-0 lead over Ireland's finest Jason Cullen. We'll find out what happens next after the break.
Welcome back to the Lakeside Country Club. Day 5 of the BDO World Darts Championship is underway. First result of tonight saw Jan Dekker of Holland win through to the last 8, beating Gary Thompson. Not the birthday that Gary wanted. 48 today. Kurt de Vos and Scott Waits are preparing for their second round match. Last match on the order of play, Richie George versus Jimi Hendrix. A lovely jubbly way to round off the night. The match currently underway and about to resume. The Republic of Ireland's Jason Cullen versus Paul Jennings, the scaffolder from Hartlepool, who's climbing the rankings in the BDO Order of Merit. First to four, the winner. Paul has a 2-set lead. BDO number 12, Scott Mitchell's a member of the ESPN team tonight. Very difficult for Jason, would you agree?
The break would do Jason the world of good. I think he would just want to get off of there, get out there, gather his thoughts again, and come back and start the game as if it's 0-0 again.
It just shows that sometimes it can all go for you, and other times you just want to dig a hole on that stage.
On the reverse flip side, Jenno won't want a break then. He's gone and got another set. He wants to steamroller on now and get the 4 sets that he needs.
Back to Vassos and Jim.
Thank you, Ray. Well, he won the last set in 7 minutes, Paul Jennings. He had 3 shots at doubles in it. Every single one went in double 16. Great finishing. Hit 6 of his 12 in the match so far.
Third set, first leg. Jason to throw first. Game on.
So can this 24-year-old Irishman
60.
mount a comeback from 2 sets down?
$140.
Jeno straight back in the groove. What about Jo?
100.
He's thinking of changing his nickname, Jason Cullen. They used to call his granddad the Whistler, and he quite fancies that.
41.
Well, if you're wondering about the difference between these two players so far, that tells a story. Jeno hitting his last 4 darts at doubles, and Jason just the 1 so far, which came in the 3rd leg of the first set. He's missed 6 shots at double top so far.
And as if to
85.
further illustrate that point, if you look at the averages in their first 9 darts,
140.
well, that's their averages overall, but their averages from the first 9 darts sees Jason Cullen
75.
Considerably ahead of Paul Jennings.
Jason, you
it's
require
all about the
101.
doubles. Can he take out 101 though, Jo? Treble 19 for double 12. Could do with hitting this.
89. Paul, you require 160.
Another opening for Paul.
100. Jason, you require 12.
Pressure applied on Jason Cullen as he looks at double 6. Misses with the first 2. Oh,
6.
Jason is just letting you down at the moment.
Paul, you require 60.
20 for double tops.
Game
Yes.
on the first leg. Paul
4
Jennings.
out of 4.
Second leg, Paul to throw first. Game on.
And a 5th leg in a row for Paul Jennings.
98. '81.
Have a look at that. Jason Cullen, with his first 9 darts, outscoring Paul Jennings.
139.
If only he had hit some doubles.
140.
You can take the Irishman out of Ireland. It'll always be an Irishman drinking the black stuff. Great distribution from Paul Jennings. Running away with it.
$180.
Notice he put the Guinness down before
84.
applauding. Treble 16 or treble 14? It's gone treble 8 for tops. Oh, wow, what finishing is this?
Jennings. 3rd leg, Jason to throw first. Game on.
Magic. He simply can't miss.
So he's a leg away from
95.
3-0, and his last 6 darts at doubles have all gone in. And that is why his checkout percentage is so impressive.
85.
Jason averaged
59.
91 over the first 3 sets against Martin Atkins, which is comparable with any of the other first-round performance.
$39. 85.
Love you, Leia. The sign on the table next to Andrea Jennings, the youngest of their 3 children, watching at home. Hi, Leia. 11 years of age. Also watching back home, Anthony, who's 16, and Sean, 19. So far, so good for Dad.
56.
Leia, your dad's a player. He's been magnificent so far. 8 of the 9 legs have gone his way.
$100.
Chance for Cullen here.
121.
Real chance for Cullen here to stop the rot. But it looks like he'll be under some pressure. How much? Another treble.
100.
Really ratchets
Jason,
it
you
up.
require 85.
So can the stonemason chisel out a finish? Treble 18, double 12 is what he needs.
45. Paul, you require 92.
Might look at ball with the first dart here, Paul Jennings. He's hit it. 10 for double 16. Brilliant finishing from Paul Jennings. Devastating double play from the man from Hartlepool. And in this kind of form, he could take some stopping. 7 darts in a row at doubles have all hit. And he's 3-0 up in next to no time.
Paul to throw first. Game on.
Less than 15 minutes, less than 14
60.
for the second and third sets combined. Jano's in a hurry. And where it's headed
60.
is the quarterfinals.
$100.
For all that he's a lakeside rookie, Jason has Won nearly 40 caps for Ireland.
96.
Excellent results at youth level as well. He was the runner-up in the WDF Europe Youth Cup a few years ago. Dealing with the pressure here on this stage at Frimley Green. It's proved to be the
45.
undoing of many before. Just those confidence-sapping misses at the doubles in the first set seems to be playing on his mind.
58.
No such problems for Paul.
100.
We'll do well to see that again all tournament. 7 doubles out of 7. And counting.
125.
162 is not a finish, so 6 starts to take another leg for Paul Jennings.
85. 130. Paul, you require 111.
Could do no more, Jason Cullen, to pressure the 111. 19 for double 16. Is it 8 out of 8?
95. Jason, you
Stop
require
the press.
32.
Stop the clocks. He's missed one.
Double 8 for Jason Cullen for the first leg of set number 4. Has to just readjust, move across the oche.
27.
And he's missed. And another chance for Paul.
Paul, you require 16.
Double 8 is target. Double 8 he
Game shot
hits.
the first leg. Paul Jennings.
Hit a massive double 8 in that match against Ross
Second leg,
Montgomery.
Jason to throw first.
Edges
Game
one into the
on.
top of the bed. And he's only 2 legs away now.
Andrea still looks stressed, mind you.
70. 43. 56. 80.
'Well, he is a stonemason from County Wexford. I'd love to lay credit to this line myself, but one of the
57.
cameramen has just said the stonemason between a rock and a hard place, and you can't argue with that assessment. Look at this.
180. 60.
He's speeding up, isn't he, Jason Cullen? Almost like he wants to get off the stage now. Double 18, perhaps.
138. 140. Paul, you require 60.
Double top then. 2 darts at it. This would be a rarity.
20. Jason, you require 118.
This is the kind of chance, goes without saying, Jason simply must take. Good start for him. 18, leaves double top. He's had 6 darts in the match so far and missed them all. And that number 4, I'm afraid, is now 7.
Paul, you require 40.
Hasn't won a leg since the first set of the match and the 3rd leg of the
Game
match.
shot
And
the
that
second
run
leg. Paul
continues.
Jennings.
9 legs
Third leg,
in a
Paul
row.
to throw first. Game on.
Going the way of the Englishman. One more. And Geno's through to the last 8.
Of course, the irony is that Jennings hasn't been in
58.
brilliant form. He's reached only 1 quarter-final in his last 9 tournaments. He got to the last 8 at the top of Ghent in October, having struggled in the World Masters.
81.
But when it matters on this stage, just brings out the best of him. We saw it last year, and we're seeing it this year.
46.
I think everyone here in Lakeside would like to see Jason Cullen win at least one more leg.
100.
He has a little chance here after a 58-46 start to this leg from Paul Jennings. Again struggling to find a treble.
42.
Well, long faces, understandably, from those in the Cullen family. He has done himself proud. Just, again, to put his achievement of being here in perspective, he had to qualify for Lakeside by winning 7 matches in the playoffs, including a victory over four-time participant Joey Tinberger. This tournament's been going on for months already.
140.
Good leg from him here. 2 ton 40s and a ton. Surely he'll win this one.
100.
He
Jason,
has
you
missed
require 40.
17 darts at a double. 18. 19. Go on, don't make it 20. Yes, well done, Jason.
Jason Cullen. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not whistle while the players are throwing. Thank you. Fourth leg, Jason to throw first. Game on.
Referee Hugh just reminding the crowd as to their responsibilities at certain stages.
59.
I feel a little bit better about it, but probably only a little.
Jennings straight back in, peppering the lipstick.
80.
It's unlucky, but only his second bounce out of the match.
100. $134. 100.
And for what it's worth as well, that leg that Jason won against the darts, but needs to win the next 2.
47.
Perhaps just a sense, I don't know, it might be being unkind to Paul that the finishing line is in sight. Lost his way
44.
a wee bit over the last couple of legs. Is averaging just on the wane a little bit, but he is so close.
That'll wake him up.
$60.
Imagine what she'd feel like if this was a close match.
100. $60. Jason, you
Come on,
require
Paul, he muttered
98.
to himself there. 98 for Jason. Went for the treble 18.
58. Paul, you require 120.
Shanghai 20s for the match for Paul Jennings. That's the treble. A single 20 will leave double top.
100. Jason, you require 40.
Well, here we go. It's a huge question mark, but was that a turning
Game
point? It
from the
might
fourth
have
leg.
been.
Jason Cullen.
It might have been. You never know. That's 2 legs in a row for Jason Cullen.
Fifth leg, Paul to throw first. Game on.
But Paul is throwing first. He's had a dart for a place in the quarterfinals. That can do funny things to people.
84.
Jason's only the 7th player in 36 years to represent the Republic of
100.
Ireland at the BDO World Championships. None of them have ever made it through to the quarterfinals, and unless we see one of the great comebacks in recent times, we'll still be able to say that
42.
in a few minutes' time. Nevertheless, having lost 9 legs in a row, he's won the last 2 when he's had to. And this for a set.
57.
They're good markers.
100. 125.
Well, he's not going to be given it. He's going to have to win it.
89.
And he's not on a finish.
99. 100. Jason, you acquire 120.
To extend the match. Jennings just had a look at this. He needs the treble. No, Jennings will be back.
56.
86 points away now from a place in the
Paul, you
quarterfinals for the
acquire
second
86.
year running. It can be done in 2 darts. 18's first. Yes. 2 darts, if he needs them, a double 16 for the match. Paul Jennings. Yes, there it is. There it is. There's the celebration. His scoring was clinical. His finishing at times was masterful. Minimum of fuss, minimum of stress. Jeno goes through.
Ladies and gentlemen, come put your hands together. Jason Cullen, Paul Jennings.